what's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a good day, and so far I am. Got a gorgeous day out here, but it's unfortunately supposed to rain this weekend, so I'm not sure how good that's going to be. But anyway, if you're like me, you probably I'm not a big fan of the halogen bulbs. A lot of times they're not too bright and not as white. They usually have that yellow color, and they look pretty much outdated and old-fashioned. And of course, there are the HIDs, and now obviously everyone's also going with the LEDs. So I wanted to put some LED sights in my sky, and I'm sorry, LED lights in my sky. And I finally, after researching it to death, I finally chose a brand that I found on Amazon. They came in today, and I'm going to go ahead and install them and show you what I got. Also, it said on the I forget the forums or somewhere I saw that our headlight low beam is an H11 bulb and our high beams are H9. However, when I looked for LED bulbs that are H11, it also had in descriptions that they were also H9s as well. So kind of curious to see if I can use the same bulb with both the high beam and the low beam. And if I can, that would be great. And if I can, I will also purchase a second set of bulbs and put them in the high beams as well. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pull the car in, do a quick install, and show you how they look. So one thing I did forget to mention, while I'm in there changing the headlight bulbs, I also am going to change out those little small, I guess they're road lights that are kind of above the low beam. And those are just normal 194 size bulbs. I actually picked up a pair at Walmart. I think they're like 12 or 13 bucks. So since I'm changing the headlights, I'm going to go ahead and change those. And if everything looks good, I'm going to go ahead and order some fog lights as well and get those changed out at some time in the near future as well. Okay, these are the LED lights that I chose. They are the Auxbeam Series FS2 H11 size. They are 72 watts, 8,000 lumens, and they're supposed to be plug and play. They apparently they do have a fan. I'm not a big fan of the fan, but that is what they have. And here we have it here. It's a pretty decent looking bulb. Had something on my hand here. Decent looking bulb. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. Hopefully they look as good as they showed on some YouTube videos that I was watching. So I'm going to go ahead and install these and see how it goes. Alright, the hood's up and we're ready to swap out our lights. So this one right up here is the smaller, I guess maybe road light, or the smaller one that kind of sits above the headlight. All it is a little turn, and you can see that it's right there. So I'm going to go ahead and swap that out with the LED one. Like I said, it's the size 194, and I'll show you how that is. Okay, like I said, this is the 194 bulb. The one that I chose has the LEDs all the way around it, so it's going to project light everywhere. And the one thing, whenever you do swap these out, it really does matter which way you put these in. So if you install it and nothing happens, just go ahead and turn it the opposite way, because this actually does have a certain way the positive and negatives have to be spot on. So like I said, if you do install it and it doesn't light up, go ahead and turn it the other way and change it again and give it another try. So I'm going to swap that out, see how it looks. Alright, so I went ahead and I installed the LED one, and I'm going to go ahead and test it, see if it works. Just simply turn the light on, turn the lights on, and nothing's happening. So I must have had it the wrong way. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swap it, put it the different direction, turn them around, and try it again. Okay, so I went ahead and I spun the bulb around, switch the contacts on it. So I'm going to go ahead and test it, make sure it works now. And there it is. It's working good. Let me go ahead and see if I can get that back on there with one hand. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. There it is, and a quick turn and it's in. And there we go. We have the LED light right there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work on the headlight now, try the low beam, see how that works. Alright, so right here is the dust cover for the low beam headlight that I'm going to change. So it's just basically you turn it, pull that out of there, And then this bulb just kind of turns as well. Pull this out of there. Disconnect this switch here, which I'm going to do in a second. And I'm going to go ahead and install the LED bulb. Here's the bulb. Okay, and here's the LED. And it's in there. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it, see how it looks. It's not on. It's not working. Oh no. Wonder if there's another one of these. I gotta turn it the other way. There we go. That's a little bit better. There's the light. Go ahead and put it in there. I can hear the fan going already. Okay, it's in. Be able to set everything back there. And it's connected, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at it from the front. Okay, actually they are pretty bright. Here we go. You can see it's a much whiter light. Sort of matches the ones from Walmart. Believe it or not, the ones from Walmart have a real slight tint blued. Real slight compared to the other one, other one. But boy, I gotta tell you, that fan's pretty loud. The fan for the bulb. So hopefully when I get a dust cover, it'll kind of quiet it down a little bit. But in the meantime, there's that. And I've actually already changed over the smaller light on the other side. But here's the halogen on the other side with the LED road light, or whatever you want to call that little one up there. So you can really tell the difference between the two colors. Right there, so I'm real curious to see how it's going to look once I get out and drive it around tonight. Hopefully it's a lot brighter and doesn't blind anyone coming at me, but hopefully it's a lot brighter for me being on the road. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick change of the other one, and I'll show you what they look like tonight. Actually, one of the things I forgot, I did want to check to see if I can use the same bulb for the low beam and the high beam. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see if it's the same connection and see how that works, and if so, and I like these bulbs, I'm going to go ahead and order another set. And I have my answer. It does plug into this slot as well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn them on. And here comes the high beams. So boom, there we go. So I can use the same bulb. I just can't get over how loud that is. I can use the same bulb for the high beams and the low beams as far as the H9s and H11s. But for now, I'm just going to keep them in my low beams, check them out for a little while, and see how that works out for me. Alright, so it's finally dark. As you can see, it's pretty pitch dark actually. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what the LED lights look like. Now, I'm going to just turn on the parking lights, which include the smaller lights here. Go ahead and come around. You can see it's just the smaller headlights up above the regular low beam. So I'll go ahead and turn on the actual headlights. And there they are. It's actually, I'm pretty happy with them, to be honest with you. They're much brighter than the normal halogens that come with the car. They have a very white look to them. As you can see here, well, it's kind of hard to tell. The camera's kind of readjusting the white balance to make them a little bit off, but they're actually whiter than what they look here. And I actually have normal halogen still as my high beams, so I'll go ahead and hit those and show you what they look like. Okay, and you can see it kind of lights up that sign way out there. And this will give you a difference of the colors, sort of. Actually, maybe I can bring the brightness down so you can kind of see it a little bit better, maybe not. But what I'm probably going to do is, because the LEDs fit, the H1s fit whether you're using your high beam or your low beam, I'm going to go ahead and order another set as well. Anyway, like I said, I'm pretty happy with these lights. I'm going to keep them, and then the only other thing I can do is find, and I know that I saw online somewhere, if I find it before I put up this video, I'll put a link, or I'll update the description with the link if I find them. But the dust caps, or the dust covers for the headlights, there was one company that was selling that already had the hole for our Saturn Skies, and I'm assuming the Solstice as well. Already has the hole for the fan on those headlights. So once I find those, I'm going to go ahead and post them, and then or post a link. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and post a link to the headlights I have here. I am satisfied with them as of now. Of course, there's an airplane going by. I don't know if you can still hear me, but I am satisfied with them now, and I'm going to go ahead and order a couple more pairs, and then eventually change the turn signals to LEDs as well. And I'll do a quick video on whenever I do that. All right, continuing with my LED headlight install. I do like those LED headlights that I have in there. They do a good job. So I went and I ordered another pair of the Auxbeam headlights. I forget what model they are, but anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in the high beams, and like I said previously, I was a little bit concerned on whether or not it's going to fit, because the high beams are H9s and these are H9s, or I'm sorry, these are H11s, but in the Amazon description it did say H9 as well, so maybe they're kind of a universal thing. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to install those, and I also picked up some universal dust covers for the headlights. I'm going to see how that works out, and anyway, hopefully it works out real well, and we'll see momentarily actually. Alright, let's go ahead and take the high beam out. There's the bulb. Here's the new bulb. So go ahead and make sure this plugs in. It does fit. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn the headlights on and make sure it lights up, because there's only one way you can plug these in. And it doesn't light. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it. Switch it around here. Now it's on. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put it back in here. Now whenever you install it, you really want the bulbs to be on the horizontal on the sides, not vertical like this. You want it sideways. At least that's what I heard. I don't know if it's that important or not. Everybody says it. Alright, we're locked in. Pushed in there. And bonus with this, the cap can just go right back on. And we're locked in place. So high beam's a piece of cake. It does fit, so you can use the same bulb for both the high beams and the low beams, at least with these particular LEDs. And I also purchased, because as you can see this is sticking out pretty far on the low beams, I went and I bought some universal dust caps for headlights. Got them off of eBay. I'll put the link below. But anyway, this just kind of fits right on there. And I didn't do any kind of modifications or anything. I just have it as is, but you can, because it's this rubber, if you need to fit it, if you're doing it on a different car, or if you have a different kind of headlight that's sticking through, you can actually modify it to whatever you need. And there it is. There's the dust cover. It covers it pretty well. It does leave the fan all the way through there. You can cut these if you need to, like I said, but That actually fits pretty well. Guess we'll see how cool it keeps it. Obviously it's going to keep the dust and everything else out of there for the most part. It's not a tight fit around there, but I think it's enough that it's going to do the job. I try not to ever drive in the rain or anything like that, so that shouldn't be a problem. So anyway, we'll see, make sure this works. I'll keep an eye on it, and I'm going to go ahead and when it gets dark, we'll go out and take a look to see how the high beams look along with the low beams. It should be pretty bright. Back in a park, and here we are with the low beams on, and you can see I can actually see pretty good with it. Of course, we've got some road lights up here. Let me get past those. See how they look. Even darker. I'm going to put my once I get past these road light there, I'm going to put my high beams on. There's my low beams there. There's the high beams, and you can see it's pretty good. I mean, it lights up this road pretty well. Put the high beams and the low beams on. So again, there's the low beams, and there's the high beams. So I'm actually pretty happy with these headlights, and I think I'm going to keep them. I just hope they last a long time. All the hours that they keep saying that these LED lights last. Hopefully it lasts that long. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you like what I'm doing here, want to see other future mods that I'm doing to my car, go ahead and subscribe and like and do all that fun YouTube stuff. So until next time, I'll see you later.